Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, I wanted to talk about one of the hardest to obtain, rarest, worst weapons to farm in all of Warframe. Now, this isn't a weapon that I see brought up much, for good reason, I should say, but it is a weapon that exists, and I needed it for Mastery Rank because I'm just on the precipice of hitting Legendary 4, which I'm going to hit with the next update, Dante Unbound, on March 27th. So all is well and good there. So let's take a look at this weapon, talk about it, go over it, and just say why it's such a stupid, annoying weapon in its existence right now. That weapon is the one and only, the Brakk. This weapon right here is one of, if not the worst weapon to farm in the game. Comparable or only maybe worse is the Bratton and Leto Vandal. I think it's Bratton and Leto. The ones that you can get as C-drop rotations from ESO. Those, along with this weapon right here, are probably some of, if not the confirmed worst farms in the game, in all of Warframe. So yeah, it is not worth it. If you take a look at the Brakk weapon right now, it is a secondary pistol kind of shotgun type weapon because, you know, status per projectile, crit. The damage numbers are low. The ammo's high. It has a good chunk of ammo, but a low magazine, right? All of this just shows how kind of terrible the weapon is in most ways. And then you look at the total damage and you're like, okay, 200 total damage. That's like not bad, but you know, it's because it's a secondary shotgun pistol. It shoots all, what is it, like 10 shots at once, multi-shot of 10, hits them, and bada bing, bada boom. It is a mixture between slash, puncture, and impact, so can't really build for one or the other in that regard. You just get all of the statuses. And the general stats on it, oddly enough, seemingly it's slightly better as a status weapon because the crit's just so, it's pretty low, right? 70% chance with a 2x multiplier. On a secondary, it's not amazing, but I do have my Brakk Arma Critamag, so hey, I could give it some negative weapon recoil, good. Increased crit chance, awesome. And increased magazine capacity, so hey, maybe we're not doing too bad, okay? Maybe we're not doing too bad, right? Look at that huge damage boost, but this is the Brakk, the one and only, a stupid weapon, and god damn it, do I hate it so much. I am so pissed off. I spent so much time farming this stupid weapon, and it's finally here. I leveled it, and I'm never gonna touch it again. So I'm just so pissed, okay? But now that I'm done with this godforsaken weapon that is a waste of my time, I can talk and compare it to the Kuva Brakk, which is, no shock, a much better version compared to the Brakk. It shows that Brakk's base damage 200, Kuva Brakk base damage 150, but that 150 does not take into account the Kuva valence damage increase off of the status. So it actually goes up to like 240, and overall stats are just way better, okay? If you look at it with nothing on it, okay? Higher stats, crits, more damage, better multi-shot. Oh baby, with nothing on it, mine's at 191 because I have like a pretty weak Kuva valence. But if you take a look and I throw on mods, right, it's much stronger. And if I upgraded it more, of course it would be even better. So I would 100%, if you have unlocked Kuva Liches or have gotten that far into the game, farm up the Kuva Brakk as a much stronger variant to the regular Brakk, okay? Just look at that. Whew, 191, toxins at 4.2, so it spreads pretty evenly compared to other stuff. I can't remember where you see, there it is, my valence at like 27.7. So this thing can get max 60% of a damage boost off that like Kuva damage bonus. So that ends up around 240 damage. This thing has better stats than the regular Brakk. This thing is in every way superior to the regular Brakk. So the Brakk is just more of a gimmick weapon in the game that you use to get mastery rank. It is not a good weapon in its own, okay? Kuva Brakk, much more usable. Brakk, not at all, okay? Just not even worth. What really is the Brakk is it's a very early on Warframe weapon. I think this bad boy is like maybe 11, 10, or 9 years old. Came out in some sort of old Warframe invasion type event where you farmed, I think, like 100 invasions and you got the Brakk right here. From there, it was impossible to get, I think, for a while, but eventually they made it farmable via the Grustrag 3 in Warframe. So how do we farm the Kuva Brakk now that regular Brakk, now that we know about the fact that it's a very old guard weird weapon? I talked about it a little bit earlier, but I'll talk about it in more detail now. You have to farm invasions, and you see how there are Grineer invasions? You have to win 5 invasion missions against Grineer. Grineer are your enemy. So you see how it's defend with the Grineer, support the Grineer? Nope. We're gonna support the Corpus. We're gonna kill Grineer and shit on them for 5 missions straight. Okay, just take a dump all over them and ruin their lives. Reminder, there's the mobile defense for the weekend or next couple of weeks. So that's how you get Grustrag 3 to initially get on you. You fight 5 invasions against Grineer. When you fight 5, you'll get a message that, oh, Grustrag 3 are against you. They're gonna beat you up. And then the message pops up, if you check your profile, that you were hunted by the Grustrag 3. I should have a somewhat recent mail that shows the Grustrag 3. There we go. You continue to assist our enemies. Your meddling will not be tolerated. Ooh. So that's what happens. You get the mail, and then once the Grustrag 3 are on your tail, they have a random % chance. I think it's like around 1 to 2 to 3% chance to spawn in any random mission you essentially run after that. And that is really what takes so long to farm this weapon. Untradeable weapon part. One of the Grustrag 3 has a 25% chance to drop one of the parts. The other one, another 25% chance to drop one of the other parts. And then the third Grustrag 3 member has a 12.5% chance to drop the Brakk blueprint, which was the final item I was waiting on and I finally got. That means Grustrag 3 always will spawn all 3 of them, so no matter what, you get a 25% chance to drop 2 of the items and then a 12.5% chance to drop the third, as long as you kill all 3 of the Grustrag 3. The issue is you cannot reliably force spawn Grustrag 3 essentially in Warframe, other than maybe getting a Nightwave Grustrag 3 type beacon if they sell them once in a blue moon. I can't remember if it's a thing, but I believe it is. Only easy, reliable way to try to force spawn that if you get a beacon to force spawn Grustrag 3 during either an event or Nightwave, and man, those are rare. So I'm saying this is one of the worst, if not most annoying farms in the game, because you just have to run missions with no real purpose, just anything, to try to hope to get a 12.5% drop chance that if you fail it, you then have to go run invasions and then just play the game randomly again. And of course, Grustrag 3 and certain invasion dudes just don't spawn during certain mission types, so you have to do more basic missions, not more difficult missions. Like, I don't think you're gonna get a spawn if you're running something like Deep Archimedia or Netracells, but hey, maybe you do and I'm just going insane. Either way, the chance that you farm this weapon quickly is really low if you don't have a bunch of Grustrag 3 beacons, okay? And that is a little annoying. So wait until those come to Barrow and then buy them. I'll pop up the wiki page in just 1 second to show everyone. This is the wiki page, right? He can spawn at the Barrow Katir. I thought it was more Nightwave, but no, it looks like currently if the Grustrag 3 beacon spawns, it'll be at Barrow Katir, so that'll be your only chance. Other than that, the harder weapons to farm in the game will be the like Lado, Brant, and Vandal from rank C ESO. So that's how to farm the Brakk everything to go around there. Now, let me take you to the simulacrum to show how the Kuva Brakk actually shoots. Or sorry, the regular Brakk. I keep saying Kuva Brakk, just ignore it. And then I'll just shit on the weapon more because I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. God damn, I hate it. So much do I hate it. It makes me irrationally angry that it took me, what, 11 years to farm the Brakk, I guess? 8, 9? Yeah, I've had this account for 9 years. So it took me technically 9 years to farm the Brakk. Either way, I will jump on over to the simulacrum and we'll see how it shoots. Now that I'm actually in the simulacrum, I'll show you the Brakk itself. I only have multi-shot, this on with magazine capacity and Hornet Strike because I'm not building this friggin' weapon and I don't like the Kuva Brakk specifically either. So if we just spawn random enemies, okay, max level, whatever, pause AI, steel path, sure, I don't, no, actually this weapon probably won't do enough damage to properly show through steel path, right? I just want to see how it shoots. It's a shotgun, right? In theory, hey, it's actually not bad. You can build it up, but it's one of the weakest shotgun secondaries in the game, like the base Brakk. I think it's like second weakest or third weakest or something. So it is by no means a strong gun, even if you do decide to fully build it up. But it does shoot like that. So if you get it somehow early on in the game, congratulations. But this is one of those Warframe weapons that is a vanity mastery rank weapon. Let's say mastery wank weapon. Love some mastery wanks. Oh, yeah. Anyways, it's dog bad, right? There's a Kuva variant that's better that is somehow easier to obtain. You can get it through Grustrag 3, through those sweet beacons if you want to have an easier time, or by farming invasions if you want to hate your life. But man, it's not worth it. It's a cool gimmick mastery rank weapon, but it's not worth it. Most of those old Warframe weapons that you had to farm through really tedious type invasions, events, stuff like that, they're never worth it to farm in the grand scheme of it because they're just worse versions of other weapons, but they're good to get for mastery rank or to chase that rabbit, just something to do for fun type of deal. But they're never really good at all. So judge the Brakk how you will. The Kuva Brakk is just the better variant, so you're 100% recommended getting that. But I'm not going to stop you. You can shoot this weapon as much as you want. I can't fly anywhere, clearly. But it's just not gonna do much for you. You're better off using a lot of other weapons. But hey, let me know if you use the Brakk, if you use the Kuva Brakk, if you've actually fully modded this bad boy out, because you know, it's a weapon, all right. It's a weapon. I could take out my Kuva Brakk. I refuse to mod this thing either fully, as you can see. I just formatted it fully, and I have some like random stuff I could throw on here, but nothing hyper specific. So that's a good enough build for it. You'll see the damage is still good enough. It'll be better than the base Brakk. Right? Shoots much nicer, has a lot more damage overall because of the mods, but it's still not that strong. I could throw on all my proper mods, mod it properly, and format it, catalyst, and everything, and even then it's just a lackluster weapon. Once I do fully format it or throw on a proper build, it would be usably good enough, but just not good, okay? Just not good. So use other variants, use other shotguns, other secondaries, but if you do end up liking the Brakk, I can see myself using something like this once I fully format it, and then like if I buff myself with something like Eclipse, right? Start doing more damage. Yeah, obviously it'll be a lot better. I just don't think it's quite good enough. And I would much rather use just an auto shoddy or an incarnate weapon. But hey, yeah, let me know what you think of the Kuva Brakk. I know it's never been anyone's fan favorite or top tier weapon, but I'm curious. But yeah, that's the general around the Brakk and even the Kuva Brakk a little bit. So let me know what you think. Hate it, love it. If you want to support the channel, sub, like, and check out all the socials. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, right? Pretty much all Pupsker, and then maybe one's Pupsker YT. Either way, thank you all for following. All the descriptions, socials in the description, and Epic Games creator code Pupsker. So thank you all, and I will see you next time. Cheers.